Hi everyone, this is Minty and welcome back to another Tarkov guide. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to solve all 5 spawn puzzles in the Labyrinth in Escape from Tarkov. Now, if you didn't already know, you can spawn in 5 different places on the Labyrinth map once you transit there from Shoreline, and each of them have an individual puzzle that you need to solve before going out into the larger map. So without further ado, here is how you solve those 5 puzzles. So we are going to be starting off in the first spawn chamber. Now, in order to solve this puzzle, we need a key, and here is where that key spawns. The first spawn location is going to be on the second room to the right, on this shovel right here. The second key spawn is going to be on the third room to the right, located on this blue ladder right here. The third key spawn is going to be across the hall in the room with the red door, behind this boiler on this shelf right here. The fourth spawn is going to be located on this blue oxygen tank in the room right here. The fifth key spawn is going to be located in the room next to that, on the end of these pipes here. And the last key spawn is going to be located to this knocked over blue locker, again on some pipes right here. Once you have that key, you can come to this red door right here and use your key to unlock it. Once you open the door, head to the right and then you can press this button on this machine. And if we head back out to the main area, you can see that the toxic sludge is now drained and we can head across into the main area. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the second spawn chamber, which just like the first one requires a key. The first spawn is going to be to our right, located in this rubble pile on top of this metal pipe. The second spawn location is going to be on top of this little red wooden thingy here in the right corner. The third spawn location is going to be across the room in this red bucket right here. And the fourth spawn location is going to be on top of this cardboard box next to the door. Once you've gotten your key, you can use that to unlock this door here. However, we are not quite done yet. For the next part of the puzzle, we need to find a red wheel in order to turn off the gas valve. Once you head upstairs, take a left and go to the back of this area, and here is the first spawn for the red wheel, where I ended up finding mine. Once you found that, head down a little bit and the next spawn is going to be in this section of the metal pipe right here. Jump over to the next area and your third spawn is going to be on this tipped over shelf to the left side. The fourth spawn for the red wheel is going to be directly behind us, leaned up against the wall right here. And the final and fifth spawn of the red wheel is going to be on these metal pipes on the edge of the room. Once you have your red wheel, you can drop down into this little area and then attach your red wheel to the pipe, which turns off the gas trap, and you can head out of the spawn area into the main area. Next up is the third spawn area, which again we need a key for. The first spawn is going to be behind us on this dead body within his hand. The second spawn is going to be on the edge of this gated area next to these candles right here. The third key spawn is going to be in the gated area at the very end of the hall, inside of this empty beer bottle right here. And the fourth spawn is going to be next to that on this blue trash bag. Once you have your key, you can unlock this door here, and now we need to find another item again. This time we are looking for a blowtorch. The first spawn for the blowtorch is going to be next to this wooden chair in this bucket right here. The second spawn is going to be behind us in this stairwell, behind this metal fence right here. For the third spawn, we're going to have to crouch down under the bricks and head into this area, and it is going to be in between these 2 wooden boxes right here. The fourth spawn is going to be in the back side of the area, sitting on the ground behind the blue scale. And the final blowtorch spawn is going to be next to these candles right here. Once you have your blowtorch, run back over to the main area, and then you can use it to unlock this door right here. Once the lock falls off, head into this room to the right, and then interact with this machine to turn off the gas trap in the other room. Once you've done that, you're free to run through this area, and then open this door to get into the main area. Now with the fourth area, your first 2 key spawns are going to be leaned up against these 2 beer bottles right here. After that, head straight and look on the right side of this doorway and the left side of this doorway, and a key spawn is on each side of the doorway. Once you look there, you can turn around and then look on this wooden pallet here. And after that, look on the edge of this blue scale next to the toolbox, which is actually where I found my key. And finally, turn around again and then check on this green barrel right here. After that, you can unlock this door here with your key. And once you've opened that door, take a right, head down the hallway, then take a left, and then crawl under this space right here. Once you're through the space, head to the end of the room, and flip the lever next to the locker to turn off the shotgun trap, and you can breach open this door right here to get back into the main area. And you can run all the way down this hallway. As you can see, the shotgun traps are no longer working, and once you're done that, you are free to explore the main area. Now finally, the 5th spawn room. For this we do not need a key, but we need that blowtorch that we found earlier. Head down this hall and to the right, and once you enter this room, your first spawn is going to be directly on the right in this rubble pile. Next up, look a little bit to the left and the other rubble pile right here, then turn around and look at these barrels. It'll be tucked in between this green and blue one. Then look to the right of that in this other rubble pile where another spawn is. And finally, head to the end of the room and look in this bucket right here for your final spawn. Once you've gotten your blowtorch, head back out to the tunnel, back down the hallway, then to the right. And once you're in this room, head down to the left. And you can burn the lock on this sewage door. And once you open this big door, walk up this mini staircase here, turn off the lever. And once you run back out into the main hallway, you can see that this metal grate is now covering the toxic pool. You can then open the door and head out onto the main area. Anyways guys, that is how you solve all 5 spawn puzzles in the Labyrinth on Escape from Tarkov. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you enjoyed it, a like would also be appreciated, and subscribe for more Tarkov guides just like this. And as always, I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.